Here's the boys.
Hailstones. Welcome to Gateshead.
Stays out the chic lad here in the press box. Indoor press box. Indoor, aye.
Grim this.
I'd say it did come early. I think
Hello guys, we've finished up here at the Gateshead International Stadium where Newcastle United have just recorded a 3-2 win. A second half comeback, they were 2-0 down. I managed to win 3-2. I'm here with my fellow Geordie journalists, Liam and Dom, trying to work out how to use this.
That's the way.
There we go. So trying to use this selfie stick. It's new, had it since Christmas, but I've only started to use it recently. But lads, what did we think of that game? I know it's only a pre-season friendly, but I suppose it was quite a good workout for Eddie Howe's players.
Yeah, honestly, I think there was a lot to like from some of the youngsters' performances, I would say. But I think there was also a lot of rust there and a lot of cobwebs that needed blowing off. And they were. I mean, this is what it's for. We're talking about a group of lads who effectively didn't really start training until Monday properly. To have a game so soon after a return, with obviously the testing and things like that, the training that goes with that early doors. Look, I think it's absolutely fine. It was a good run out. Gator are a good side. I think they play football the right way. It's just a shame that the elements here at the Gator International Stadium, which we're actually doing this now, walking around in the rain, just for you guys out there.
Hasn't stopped all afternoon, to be fair.
The thunder and lightning has. But it was no shock to the system when Newcastle United today. It could easily have been 2-0 down at half time. But yeah, I like to say, there's a couple that I would pick out. It's somebody like Lewis Miley coming into the team, really impressed us. Elliot Anderson had a good game. Pass marks for Karius maybe, for Alan St Maximin, who put one on and scored one. And probably pass marks for someone like a Jamal Lewis. I know that might be what everybody wants to hear out there. Comments on Twitter, people saying they want him out the door, but you know, he played the game today, did a job wherever he was asked, left hand side of a back four. And I was reasonably impressed. You, Don?
Yeah, I mean, as far as entertaining pre-season start goes, it probably had a bit of everything. The fans were certainly put through the paces. Walking in front of the way end now, just like Liam says, completely open to the elements, and didn't blame a few fans for leaving at half time when Newcastle 2-0 down. It was, as Liam said, I spoke to Dan Byrne after the game, said rusty, really disjointed, will look like a team who had only been training a couple of days really. And yeah, but second half, I think the quality did shine through. Like we say, Elliot Anderson, probably providing that bright spot that Newcastle really needed and lacked in the opening 45. But it was good to see all the young lads get on as well. It has to be said, it was basically an under-21 side by the end of it, and Newcastle managed to get the job done with that Jay Turner-Cook getting the winning goal and a few debutants as well. So all in all, for the start of pre-season where you expect that bit of rust, in front of a 7,200 crowd here at the International Stadium, the biggest it's been in a long time. I think it's been a fairly positive start, although some Newcastle fans still drying out after that one may have had better afternoons.
So let's talk about transfers then, because that's obviously the big thing at this moment in time. Everyone wants to know about transfers. Managed to speak to Eddie Howe myself afterwards. Said that Newcastle need to get creative in the market because of financial fair play. I know Newcastle fans, you guys are sick of hearing about financial fair play, but it is this thing, and Newcastle do need to get creative in the transfer market, which Eddie Howe described the way he described it. Seen Eddie Howe comments yourselves, lads. What did you make of them?
Yeah, I think he's cutting a frustrated figure. I think he's got a right to ask for justification as to why only one player of significance has come through the door, just as the heavens open again here in
good YouTube content.
godly Gateshead. Yeah, we're really getting battered here. This is the content you've come.
We've got a battle on.
We'll battle through. We're battlers. No, so I think he's got a right. I think he's got a right to be frustrated. We've seen one key bit of quality come through the door. And he wants a lot more. Look, he talked in a positive sense about the player that has come through the door, how he's elevated the team. Look at your face. We're getting absolutely so.
I was scared about the equipment.
Yeah, so no, I would say that he's frustrated. He wants more quality. And when you look at the options that were available to him on the bench and stuff today, it just wasn't. It's not anywhere near up to stand at the compete on two fronts, never mind four next season.
And he thought started to were close to that before.
Well, I think we've got some injury news because Jordan sprained his wrist, which is why you've probably barely been able to see him.
He has cut you out a lot. That's why I took all of the selfie stick.
So yeah, in terms of I thought Eddie Howe was interesting. Harvey Barnes is obviously a player Newcastle have been pushing, been following that deal closely. We understand Harvey Barnes is interested in Newcastle, wants to join, even looking at places to live in the northeast is information we got earlier in the week. So the fact Eddie Howe's saying nothing is close is interesting, but Eddie Howe's always been one to be quite coy on transfers, and with Newcastle it's either not going to happen or things can happen quite quickly and then they sort of play out over a period. So that is still a deal that I feel like could happen and is very much on, even if Eddie Howe's trying to play it down. But yeah, it is a frustrating one in terms of we're a month and a half into the transfer window now and we've only got one, albeit a top target, to show for it. And he was here at the International Stadium today, so nice to see him, and hopefully we'll see them, Sandro Tonali and the international players in action at Rangers on Tuesday night.
Right, I couldn't be any more rain soaked here. Look at Jordan, he's not a happy lad. Dom,
I'm buzzing, back here.
He's back home, he used to work for Gateshead, so he loves the place. But yeah, just keeping, get in the comments, tell what kind of content you guys want. We're going to be here at every game Newcastle need to have this season, home and away. So just keep your comments coming in, keep your likes. You can press the subscribe button?
So I think it's subscribe, yeah, like and subscribe.
That's the one, right. Cheers guys, thanks for watching.